What's going on, you guys? So we are back again for another movie corner, and um, somebody was like, because I brought it up in the last movie corner, they was like, do soul food. It was already on the list, but since it's been a couple of comments that said do it now, I'm doing it. So since we on the tail end of talking about movies that literally you can dissect, this is one of those movies that, first of all, when did Soul Food come out? Soul Food came out in, girl, I don't know. Let me look it up. Soul Food. And you want to know what? I for the life of me don't understand. It came out in 1997. Oh, it came out after Waiting to Exhale. That's cool. But this was one of the movies that my mom did take us to go see. Okay, we went to go see this. It was a family movie. And one of the main reasons why we did go see it, because it was a fully black cast that we all liked everybody that was in it, right? Also, and because it was based in Chicago. So yeah, my whole thing is Soul Food came out in 1997. We saw how the movie ended. If you are 20 plus, 25 plus, even in your 20, girl, if you 25 plus and you have not seen Soul Food yet, girl, what's going on with your childhood? What's going on? Like, I'm pretty sure it's been on TV. It's on Hulu now, so if you have not watched it, go watch it on Hulu, okay? I enjoy the movie. As a kid, you don't really understand a lot of stuff. You just look like, oh, okay, this is cute or whatever. You got a little couple of catchphrases and all that stuff. But then when you get older, you start looking at stuff and you start really seeing things from adult eyes, and you see things way differently than you did when you were younger, even from my teenage self. Because a lot of us can admit that when we first saw Soul Food, it was one of those movies that we saw when we were younger, when we was a kid, when we was a teenager. But then as an adult now, and we look at it, we realize that a lot of the stuff that we thought is not really what we think about today. Like, I'm pretty sure a lot of us thought, Terry was being a bitch. Terry was, just being an a-hole to the whole family. She was doing the most. You know what I'm saying? She was jealous. She was this, all of this negative stuff to Terry. When we come to find out, when we're an adult, we realize that, technically speaking, I ain't gonna call her a victim, but she was the main person being done wrong the whole time. It wasn't even, they tried to make it seem like, as we was growing up, we thought that she was the villain. As through an adult eyes now, we see that no, she wasn't the villain. She was being taken advantage of, and she was put in that position, and that's why the reason why she acted the way that she acted. And I don't blame her. I do not blame her at all. If anything, her sisters was the villains. Okay, the mama was the villain, and you look at this movie, and it's like, it's a comedy. It's not a comedy, but it's like a dramedy a little bit, because you have bits and pieces of comedy here and there, but it's a black drama. And in honesty, it's dealing with black trauma. So therefore, for me, it feels like a little bit of a horror show. Okay, it turns into a horror movie slightly real quick after like the wedding scene and everything, because you just see how messed up certain situations are. And it's just dealt with a lot. It's dealing with that, having girls, being raised in a single household at this point, the rivalries, one having a success, one having everything, the dynamics of being the oldest child, the dynamics. Baby, Terry's theme song is 16 carriages. Okay, like, girl, what? That is the theme song for Terry's life, because she had to sacrifice a lot for them people, okay? And they was acting so ungrateful. And then Maxine, the way Maxine be acting, she can either, if you had no idea that Terry was the oldest, you would have thought that at some points that Maxine was the oldest, and then at other points you'll realize that she's the middle child, because she gives you very much middle child syndrome as well, because she vies for her mother's approval. That scene when they was making the dinner for the first time, and her and Terry was getting into it about who gonna fix what or whatever, because you like my stuff, right? Ain't that right, Mom? Because she can't cook, I can't. Ain't that right, Mom? Ain't that right, Mom? You know, and then the mama playing into it. You need to worry about your husband, you know, because you are already on husband number 2. And I'm sitting here like, wait a minute, what they got to do with this? You know, and I just was like, I could say I don't like it, but at the same time, I don't like that type of banter, but a lot of us been there. You know what I'm saying? We've seen it display either in our own families, with our cousins' families, with our aunts' families, or whoever, a friend family. We didn't see that. And it can be traumatizing to a certain extent. You know what I'm saying? Before I get fully into the movie, I just need to understand why is it that Soul Food, the series that came after this, let me see when it came out. Because I got the box set. Let me tell you something. Soul Food, the series, came out back in the day when Netflix was first coming out. And this was back when you can order DVDs, okay? You get either 5 DVDs at once, or you get 3 DVDs, or you get a single DVD. I had the 3 DVD plan, okay, because at one point I was with my mama playing, and she had 3, and I was like, girl, I want to see what you want to see, okay, so I had to get my own, and it was 3, okay. You know, that's when you start getting a little change, you start doing stuff on your own, and so I used to order the stuff. I used to order that, I used to order the L Word, all that stuff. That's how I used to catch up on everything. And I said, you know, freak that, I'm tired of waiting for the next set to come in. Let me just go ahead and buy it, you know what I'm saying? But Soul Food, the series that came on Showtime in 2000, and it was 5 seasons. And you want to know what? It gets no respect, and I just don't understand, because if you go back and you watch, I'm gonna need y'all to do that. I'm gonna need y'all to find the DVD or find some place where you can buy it or whatever, because Soul Food, the series, was actually really, really good. It was so good, and it was a black drama. It was all black, and it was on a cable network. It went for 5 seasons, which is, that's good. Okay, y'all see how they chopping down black shows these days, all right? We'll be happy if it make it to 3 seasons, you know what I'm saying? But it went 5 seasons, and it's not on a streaming service. Like, it was never on Showtime's streaming service. Showtime is no longer here. It's, you know, joined with Paramount TV app. So it's not even on Paramount TV, which I don't understand that. And I'm just like, why? I feel like the people are missing some greatness, okay? That's where we get Nicole Ari Parker playing Terry. And then we get Damon come in, and that's played by, oh my God, Boris Kojo. And I feel like that's when they first met, and that's when they hooked up. And the fact that they still together and they still fine, like, that's a fine couple, okay? With beautiful kids. And I'm just like, damn, have y'all seen the son and the daughter? They literally look, I have never seen a perfect mixture of kids that look like both of their parents. And it just works. But anyway, yes, it was such a good show. And I'm just like, why did it have that? Wow. I remember one part in when Amari got in trouble for asking in Bible study. I think it was, Sunday school or whatever. And he was asking a question about, well, if incest is wrong, didn't Adam and Eve sleep with each other? Aren't they brothers and sisters? And then everybody else that's come from Adam and Eve, they related or whatever, so they sleep with baby. And I said, good question. You know, the pastor wasn't ready for that, and he said, here's a quarter. Go ahead and call your mom and tell her to come pick your ass up. I said, damn. All right, but anyway, let's just get up into the movie. That is something that I want y'all to watch if y'all got some free time. You know, if you can find it or whatever. If you want to buy it, probably on Amazon, because y'all know Best Buy don't sell DVDs no more. And it's, you know, it is what it is. But let's get into the movie. We're not going to... If you've seen Soul Food, you know what it's about. We got 3 sisters who have their own families. And they have the matriarch of the family, which is Big Mama, okay? Big Mama, your arm. Okay, girl, I remember I had that as my Twitter handle for like a couple of years. It just... I need a new Twitter handle because I got to change it. I've been had, you know, Will Smith slapped me for like over 2 years. It's time to change it. But anyway, so you got her. She's the head of the household, the matriarch. And she has 3 grown daughters. Terry is the oldest, and she's a lawyer who is married to Miles, who is her second husband. And he is also a lawyer as well. But he, quote unquote, to Terry, you'll say, moonlights as a musician. You know what I'm saying? But in the scheme of things, he's been gradually moving from being just a lawyer to being mostly about his music, right? And if Terry was paying attention, she would have knew that this transition was coming and, been a little bit supportive, but that's just not Terry's forte right about now. Then we got Maxine. She is the second oldest. She's the middle child, and she's married to Kenny. She has 2 kids. Well, by the time we get 30 minutes into the show, she does have a third. So she has 2 daughters and a son. The son is Ahmad, and he's Big Mama's favorite, okay? Maxine is the one that you call to fight. I'm just, because she was played by Vivica Fox, and I feel like they got this movie was perfectly casted for me, because when you look at Vanessa Williams playing, and mind you, in the series, this is Vanessa L. Williams playing Terry, and then in the TV series, you have Vanessa Williams, the dark-skinned Vanessa Williams with the locks. I love her so much, who played on Candyman. Shh, don't say that. Okay, she played Maxine in the TV series. That is so crazy. But anyway, which was perfect casting, because at least when they did the casting for the movies, and this is this is what I love with continuity when I'm looking at stuff. If you're gonna make a TV show out of a movie, please make the characters somewhat look like each other, and even if they don't physically look like each other, at least the skin tones are the same. And that's basically what it was. And I was like, okay, y'all got that correct, for real. But they made Terry look old with her hairstyle. They made Vanessa look old with her hairstyle. So they tried to make her look like the oldest, you know what I'm saying? And I guess a sophisticated look or whatever. It was just a little bit, I was like, girl, put your hair in a bob or something. What's wrong with a bob? Nothing. Slick the thing down. It just made her look older. She could have been 32. Well, I ain't going to say 32. She could have been 35. But that hair made her look like she was a good 40, 42 or something. Meanwhile, Maxine looked like she could have been 32 and all of that. You know what I'm saying? And then you got Bird, who probably was like, she looked like she could be in her late 20s, could be 30 as well. You know what I'm saying? 30 years old, something like that. But you got Bird, who is played by Nia Long, and she has, she's the baby, and she has this hair salon that she owns that Terry invested. As she says, it's an investment, gave her the money to buy it. And so she's also just now getting married to her husband, Lim, who has a record. He's a bad boy, you know what I'm saying? He was in prison and all this stuff, in the streets and all that. Okay. And it was just a mess. Just buckle up, because we got some stuff to dissect. A lot of problematic stuff. And one of the main things that stood out when I watched it again as an adult is like, the movie starts off with them going to the reception after Bird and Lim finally gets married, right? And everybody's having a good time. We see Bird and Lim, they dancing on the floor. We see Ahmad just admiring, going over there, pinning the money on her. Big Mama being encouraging and everything, trying to make sure everything's moving smoothly and all that. Next thing you know, Bird is walking away. I don't know, I think she was going to go to the bathroom or something, and her ex, is it Samuel? He comes in. Baby, what is his name? I just said it. But every time you see him on a TV show, Mel fucking Jackson. Every time you see him come in on a TV show, especially if the show had already been going for a good 3 seasons, the show is about to come to an end. The show is about to come to the end. I don't know why, but every time, go back, look, so what, the last time I seen him on something, I think it was Living Single, remember? Then the show went off when he came in playing Trip. It never fails. It never freaking fails. But anyway, so he comes in, and he looking suave and all that stuff, and I said, you know what? I hate to say this because it is Black History Month, Everybody needs to be treated fairly, as we always do. But bitch, this is why I always say don't trust a light skin. Cause ain't up to no good. Ain't up to no good, bitch. No shade. Okay, and this is coming from one light skin to the next. Baby, I understand it, girlfriend. He came up in there with that suit on. You know, bitch, if I was into it, I probably would have. All right, like, what is this? Okay, because it was just a swagger. You put the looks aside, put all of that to the side. He was well put together and everything, and so I could see how people would probably want to drop their drawers for him or whatever. He had that swagger to him, right? And then just gonna put the money up in her bra, up in her titty like that, and then go like that. I said, excuse me? Get out of my way. And my whole thing is, how the hell did he get up in there? Y'all ain't had no security. Y'all just letting any and everybody up in there. Y'all just, you ain't got no list of who's supposed to be up in there or whatever, because I only got enough food for a certain amount of people. You know what I'm saying? A certain amount so that they can get seconds, and that's it. That is it. You know what I'm saying? So how did he get up in here? Also, while she back there trying to talk to her sisters about that and tripping off of that, how the hell he get up in here? Who and why would you invite the ex-girlfriend? Who did that? Lim, you are dumb. You are dumb. And then, just when we first saw his appearance, we can already tell that he probably was a little lit already, meaning drunk a little bit, tipsy and all that stuff. He got his jacket open. He holding a bottle. He doing all of that or whatever. Okay, yeah, this your little day, but, have a little class, okay? And what I mean about that, you don't have your ex-girlfriend there with this tiny, barely there dress on that keeps coming up, and she ain't got no underwear on, and she just twerking all and rubbing her ass all up on you, and you allowing it. You are allowing it. And then when she popped that leg up, and she was popping it, and he was holding it. I said, what? You doing this in front of all of her people? Because mostly everybody there is her people, because he came down from New York. He's not even from Chicago. And I said, oh my goodness. Baby, Big Mama told Lamar, go over there and tell your auntie to come get her husband. I said, well, you could have came over there and stopped it too as well. But we just going to let this shit play out. Bird up there tripping up in the bathroom. Bird, Big Mama said, get your black ass out here. I said, what? Y'all just let these kids get away with a lot of stuff. But, he was right. She ain't say it like that. You would tell a kid, go tell somebody to do this. Well, Mama said, bring your ass out here. Wait a minute. I didn't put no cuss word up in there. You just wanted to say that. That's just what it was, because I used to do that all the time. Anyway, I'm not going to sit here and lie to y'all. I'm not going to lie to y'all. Baby, you think I got my mouth like this for no reason? Okay. Girl, it started young. Anyway, moving on. So you got that going on, and she finally goes out there. She see what's going on, and she was like, "Who is that hoochie coochie girl with her fat ass all over my husband? It's my wedding day. I'm supposed to be happy." Maxine, what you talking about, girl? I'm happy. We happy. But whoever bakes better, we'll be even more happy if we go out there and beat that hoe down. Imagine she pregnant. I told you. Maxine is that auntie, that sister, that cousin that you call to fight. She really is, and she will be there in 2 seconds, okay? And so they go out there, and basically it's not what it is anymore, because Big Mama do intervene and they're dancing. Let's get to when they actually have the dinner. The first dinner. This is where, traditional, getting together for Sunday dinner, soul food, black tradition, all of that, right? We get it. Food, family, all of that stuff. One thing that I want to get to is the pastor. This pastor has been coming over to the house for multiple dinners, probably for multiple years. And the fact that he was allowed to come and nobody opened up their eyes to what he was doing. Even at the wedding, when he was talking to Big Mama, this is a woman of, you would expect, she's of a certain age, and you would expect people to have some type of respect for her, especially in the way that they talk. And even though he's probably around her age too, or probably a little bit older, or could be a couple of years younger, you never know. He talking about some, I asked Bird if she wanted to marry the pastor. And then she said, you know what, Reverend? If we get married, I have to have sex every night. And I said, now who does that? What Reverend does that? It was all about sex with the Reverend, okay? He comes to the dinners. When he trying to kiss them and he's just basically trying to slide them down, trying to cop feels. He's giving saying the prayers, and he's accidentally saying the legs under the table, I mean on the table, and it's just really disgusting. He is a predator. Because at the end of the day, it just made me think like, if y'all, how long have y'all been, obviously this been the family pastor, reverend, y'all been going to the church for years, right? And then when you got that going on, it's like, you can't tell me, and I hate to say this, but he gives me to feel like he done probably either had sex with a lot of the people that go to the congregation, and he probably didn't touch some kids. I don't know. He just gives me that because he's overly sexually hyped. And I was just like, this is disgusting. And y'all, he's putting his hands. I don't know. It's like he felt he can get away with it because he's a reverend and ain't nobody calling him out on it. And he's doing it right there in front of everybody's face. You had Maxine husband Kenny just looking at him like he was about to kill him, and everybody just laughing it off. When Faith come in, he up there trying to get all up in her face and cop a feel and all that stuff. And it's like, nobody's calling out this behavior. And see, I just seen something. It's just like, this is part of generational trauma. This is part of black trauma, for real. And it ain't even just black trauma. It's just family trauma where you have people that have stuff going on and don't nobody want to speak on it and don't nobody want to say anything about it. They just want to push it under the rug and just act like it don't happen. It didn't happen and just move forward from it. That's what it feels like. You got, and then stuff like this give birth to people like Floyd Mayweather, who basically saying, on the Diddy situation, talking about I mean, if he did what he did, that's kind of messed up, but I ain't gonna be too mad at him because he a black man or whatever, and they make mistakes. What? You're being accused of sexual violence, and just because he's a black man, you ain't gonna, like, we gotta stop that, and that's the problem. And when you do try to hold somebody accountable, it is, oh, you trying to bring the black person down. No, we trying to hold you accountable, because just because you're black does not mean that you are exempt from being able to face the consequences of the crimes that you have done and the actions that are negative that you have put out there. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, somebody needs to call this pastor out. And you could just see how this is what happens in families. This is where you get predators within families, because it's keep it in the family. Don't say nothing to nobody about it or whatever. Act like it don't happen and then it'll go away. No, we gotta, that shit'll live on. So I'm just, it was just really icky to me, right? Hold on. But anyway, you got that going on. And the fact that, again, I guess it's the time period. Because, and I guess you could say the situation is kind of like with the different generations. Because we already get the mindset of what it is with Big Mama. She keeps on talking about, every time when it comes to the man messing up, is you want to let the man be a man, but you don't want to, even though he mess up to the point where anybody else probably would have left him because, oh, he gambled away the money. Oh, he almost had us put out, but I had to just get on my hands and knees and be the maid to these white folks and clean their floors and do their laundry and make a way so that we could keep this house, so that, basically make him feel fine or whatever, and he don't suffer no consequences. What? She kept saying stuff like that, but then again, you could chalk that up to, that's from the time period from where she was. You stick by your man. Okay? And I'm just like, baby, in this time period, we in the 90s, okay? And we ain't got to stick by a no good nigga or a no good woman, you know what I'm saying? You ain't got to do that. But her advice was just so... And again, you just probably have to put it out to the time period, but where her age, where she grew up at, it just, it was dated. It was dated, And it's like, mama, we ain't gotta suffer abuse no more. We don't have to suffer neglect anymore. We don't have to suffer trauma unnecessary anymore. You know, we can get out of that and move on. But then as they're at the table, listen, I would get, I'm gonna tell y'all this, when Maxine and Terry was going at it at the table each and every time, as much as I be like, girl, I don't want no drama to happen, I don't want no drama, that'd be the whole reason why I show up. I am not above a little bit of mess, okay? Because listen, what we gonna do? Like, make it worth my while for being here, okay? They forever getting into it, and we realize they get a little backstory because Kenny used to be Terry's man. And then it was a moment where the girls didn't go on dates with each other. You know, so if Terry was going on a date, Maxine would come as a chaperone just in case. At least that was cool for me, you know, because, you know, motherfuckers be trying stuff or whatever, so they can be safe, right? And so you get that, and Maxine wound up taking her man. And I don't really feel like she took him. He was already looking at her. And I don't know if Maxine, y'all put it down in the comments, do y'all feel like Maxine was just putting on and trying to entice Kenny or whatever when they was on the skating rink or whatever, you know, or was she just showing out and he just so happened to be like, oh, I like that, because she was fun. And that's the thing, they trying to put it out there basically like Terry was a stick in the mud and, you know, all of that. Even as a kid, she was just so, you know, kind of uptight. And, you know, Maxine, on the other hand, she was loose. She was fun with it. And not loose in the way of, like, being a hoe or something, but just fun, you know what I'm saying? She wasn't so uptight. She was just, you know, down for whatever, down for having a good time and all this stuff. And I guess that attracted to him. And then you get caught fucking getting it right on the sidewalk. What? Y'all couldn't go at least park in the freaking park? Okay, I said, child, not across the street from the train tracks, not from the train station. And Terry finds him, bitch. When Terry and her got up into that fight, I said, yes, girl, yes, girl. And ain't been the same ever since. Cause listen, you ain't finna take my man or my girl and think we gonna be cool. You know, I don't care. And then you wind up marrying him or her, girl, yeah, it's F you forever. I'm just that type of person. We can be cordial, but baby, I don't feel nothing else for you right about now, because I'm a petty person and I hold a grudge a little bit sometimes. I admit that. You know, it depends. It depends. I might get over it, but I ain't finna get over it too soon. And obviously Terry did it, because that's why they keep going back and forth at each other. And it's like a little competition, and I just don't understand it. But then at the same time, you be rude to her, y'all talk about her and all that stuff and what she does and how she can't cook and she can't keep a man and all this. But then you want to go right back around and ask her for money. Like, what? You want to ask her for money? You know, you get Faith coming in, the harlot of the family. And I don't know, like, they really tried to make it seem like Faith really was a hoe by the way that she dressed and everything. So I guess the takeout wanted her to look or whatever. But again, moral of the story, never trust a person with an uneven bang, okay? Never trust a person with an uneven bang, because something ain't right up there and they cannot. Don't just leave them in don't leave them in your house, okay? This girl has all of this. Faith has no self-awareness, okay? You are about finding your dreams, okay? Following your dreams, doing all that. Understandable. You want to be a dancer. Woo, 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 woo. You didn't. And here's the thing. Faith messed up Big Mama credit or did something like that, took her money, all of that stuff. She really did some dirty mess, right? And that's why the family was looking at her like, ugh, you know what I'm saying? When she first popped up. And she only really pops up when she needs something, right? She's one of those type of people. And that's what I was like, so why you here? And Terry had to, you know, put on blast, so you here to mess up mama credit or to do this or to do that. Like, girl, what's your problem, you know? And my thing is, if I knew she did all of that, she would never be able to step foot in my house. She wouldn't be able to step foot in my mother's house because, of course, given how Big Mama is, she forgives everybody. She don't hold a grudge. She, you know, family is everything to her. You know what I'm saying? She takes in everybody, you know. And so I would have had to put my foot down and been like, girl, please, F that, okay? You can't come. And then to have her stay at Terry and Miles' house? Like, what? And I get it at the same time because, you know, you got the newlywed, Lim and Bird, they're staying at Big Mama's house. And then you have, you know, Kenny and Maxine, who just had the baby, you know, plus their two other kids, but they're single and they already have a contentious relationship at this point in time. And the way that she came bouncing in there, and it was just like no self-awareness at this point. And Big Mama wound up having to have surgery. She had to get a leg cut off because she had diabetes, all right? She had the sugars, you know? She had the sugars. And Big Mama, your it was like, don't worry about my arm. I'm not doing this, okay? Ain't nothing that my herbs and my can't cure. But your diabetes. Because she ain't taking her insulins. You know what? And Big Mama is a cautionary tale. Because it's just like older people. They really, especially when it comes to black people, either they don't want to go to the doctor or they think that any herbal stuff, everything herbal or whatever is going to cure everything. And that's just not the case. You can take that in conjunction to it can help along with, but it's not going to help fully in some cases, depending on what it is, the actual problem. Herbs and stuff is not going to help the type of diabetes that she had because obviously she let it get too far along to the point where there's no blood circulating to one of her legs and she had to get that thing cut off. Okay? Like, no, ma'am. You know, and you're not taking your insulin or whatever. As I said in another video, I told y'all my father died. You want to know why he died? Because he wouldn't take his blood pressure pills because he said them bitches was too big. I kid you not. When my sister told me that, I said, girl, what? So he probably most likely had a stroke or a heart attack because he wasn't taking, because he had high blood pressure and he ain't had it under control. They gave him medicine. He would not take it because he don't like to swallow pills. That was like, girl, what? Anyway, you got that going on. Everybody at the hospital. Big Mama wound up having a stroke, you know. And unfortunately, this is where we see the family start to crumble. Maxine want to still have Sunday dinner. Terry don't. They getting into it right there. They got to get kicked out. Miles and Maxine, not Miles and Terry, they're having their issues because, again, Terry is not on board. Terry has a set plan. I don't know, Terry might be a Capricorn. She could be a Capricorn, a Virgo, or a Taurus. Okay, she gives me very much earth sign that is very much all about their money, about their career path, about their business, and not being thrown off course, and very meticulous, okay? Not spontaneous in the least, you know? Perfectionist, okay? So that's the reason she's a lawyer, so it only makes sense for her to marry a lawyer, you know, at this point. And then a lawyer that's actually doing well, you know. They got a joint account, which I was surprised that she actually had a joint account with Miles. And then, you know, discovered that $5,000 was missing from the account because he took it to do studio time. And even though she did, and it's like she checked off that box, you know, okay, he's a lawyer, he has money, but they're not equally yoked because he is not all about just doing law and being a stickler for that. He has hobbies, and we never, and again, that's what the issue that they tried to put out there to make her seem like a bitch too, that she was so uptight. Everybody else is out here having fun, or, you know, they're doing what they have to do, but yet you see them doing other things on the side that's, you know, enjoyable or whatever. But you see Matt and Terry, and she's not doing that. She's literally just working. She's literally just concerned about her career. And at one point, you could probably be like, yeah, damn, that bitch is uptight. She a bitch for doing all that. But then you have to realize the way that she been paying for everything, checking on everybody, and taking care of everybody, she ain't got no breathing room to rest and to have fun because she stressed out her damn self because she's literally taking care of the whole fucking family. As an adult, She became the fucking parent to everybody in that family. And she's taking care of everybody, with money. Okay. And it's just like, oh, I hate it. I hate it because I wish she would have had a little bit of a life outside. And then probably she would have understood the reason why Miles wanted to do what he did with his music. And, he wanted to he's a lawyer, but he also has this little music thing on the side. You got to have a little balance. She don't have balance. That's just what it is, okay? And I just felt bad for her. I really did. Because she didn't understand it. She was putting it down or whatever. And that's why I was like, I don't understand how they were together. I don't understand what was it that he saw in her. Was she always like this? I'm pretty sure she wasn't. But it just felt like they were so unequally yoked. They didn't need to be together. They could have been just friends at the law firm or whatever, different law firms, and that's just what it should have been. Probably a little boink boink here and there, but they don't even look like they have sex. And if they have sex, it look like she just lay there and take it and let him bust and go on and go to sleep. That's just what it looked like. It don't look like anything fun about her. And it's because she got the whole world on her shoulder with her family, and it's like she can't afford to do nothing else. That's what it seemed like to me at this point in time. And I'm just coming to that conclusion just from thinking about it just now, and so therefore she takes it out on him and looks down on what he's doing with the music. Because she thinks like that's not something that you take serious, because he was thinking more so about taking it serious, And then you get the whole situation with Faith. Oh, my stomach growling. You get this whole situation with Faith. Faith should have never been up in that household. Faith should have never been around that family. I don't give a good goddamn if that's family for real. With all of that negativity with her, baby, this ain't the time for reconciliation and rehabilitation or whatever you want to call it. And we ain't finna make up right about now. I don't trust you. Okay? You have a history of doing stuff. You have not proven yourself otherwise. And then you come into my house, and because I tell you off about how you been and the fact that I'm not finna put up with your bull. That's what Terry literally did to Faith. And at that moment when she did that, not when she first came to their house, but that second time that we seen them, when Terry had said that she wasn't going to Miles' show or whatever, it was at that moment when I feel Faith put it up in her mind, okay, since you want to call me out on this or whatever, and you think you that bitch and all that stuff, and you too good and blue, 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 and I'm beneath you, well, I'm finna get your ass back in the worst way that you probably wouldn't even think of. I'm finna get your man. You can't tell me that ain't what happened, because next thing you know, she down there at Miles' thing, and she flirted with him. Oh, cousin, you did this, you did that. You're a little bit too close for cousins. You're literally kissing cousins at this point, okay? And then he just so happened to be there to come to your rescue because you're the damsel in distress when you're trying to do this audition. And baby, I remember when we was at the movie theater, and because she was like, come on, man, you just got to play anything, and I just danced to it. And then when he was sitting at that piano, and we was just in the movie theater just like this, whatever, like, girl, what's she gonna do? And it was like the way that she was stretching and all that stuff and kept looking at him. I said, baby, you flirting very hard, okay? So that's what I'm picking up, like, you doing this on purpose. You are literally trying to get him to come to you. You setting the stage, you setting the trap, you putting the bait out there, and you know that he gonna take it. But as soon as he played that, it was the barges, okay? As soon as we heard that first thing, everybody was like, oh. Let me tell you something, I grew up on some good music, okay? That's one thing I could tell you. Listen, a couple of days ago, Ashley had a fucking party up in here by myself, okay? I had some, I never really listen to the 80 music or whatever like that, electronic, but I love it in full. And I just had a playlist that randomly came up, and I just let it play, and I was like, oh my God, yes, I remember this. It was just everything, just had a good time. I was like Britney Spears up in this bitch. But I kept my drawers up, okay? I kept my drawers up, But anyway, yeah, and she do her little dancing at the end, that whole, I said, Bring it back to yourself, okay? I said, what in the fuck? And he was mesmerized. He was mesmerized. And then also, she also told her or told him, yeah, so you doing the music, whatever. Yeah, I overheard what you and Terry was talking about. So not only I feel like she was upset at what Terry was saying to her, calling her out on her bull. And so she also eavesdropping on their talks or whatever, their conversations, and she's taking that in and she's using it to her advantage so that she can go ahead and be like, well, since your wife ain't giving you the attention and making you feel like encouraged and supporting you with your endeavors or whatever, let me come in and let me do that for you. Let me stroke your little ego. Let me say, oh, your music is good. The group ain't it's called Milestone, not them. You know what I'm saying? You know, you should do this and you do this. Oh, you got the studio up there and all this stuff. Boo, boo, boo. Next thing you know, they fucking up in the studio. And then what I realized at my grown age, he went in her raw. And she had already had her drawers off. I said, wow, wow, wow. And for Terry to come up there and to see that on the day of Maxine and Kenny's anniversary party, that's a double whammy. It's the fact that the dude that you at one point liked, your sister stole from you, quote unquote, and they're still together. They're still together. I would have had to tell Faith, bitch, it ain't no insecurity type of shit. Put some goddamn clothes on, okay? Like, you won't prance around in somebody's house with booty shorts on and crop top. Girl, what? You just got here. You don't what? Have some goddamn respect. Put a fucking sweatshirt on, bitch. Okay? Especially with your goddamn reputation, you know. And I mean, Faith, people could be judging her a little bit, but girl, you just made it as if that's just what it was, right? Right? Girl, anyway, so then you get that. Terry got to deal with the fact that her sister stole her man in her mind. Because technically speaking, he was never really your man. He was already up to Maxine, and they still together after all these years. Still got loving, everything, got kids, all that stuff. Successful marriage, and they still on marriage number one. She on marriage number 2, about to be on marriage number 3, because this one is about to be out the door, you know. And then you got to find out that your husband fucking your hoe ass cousin. Like, girl, what? We need to see Faith's background. I couldn't stand Faith because of the way they had her, whatever, but at the same time, I wanted to know her background because there's trauma behind that. The reason why she was out here putting her body out there the way that she was. And I'm talking about a lot of the stuff that she done in her past life, you know, because she had gotten involved with a lot of messed up stuff, you know, so I wish we would have got a little bit of a backstory, more of a backstory about that to kind of understand her, to not easily just write her off as the family hoe and the family fuck up, but that's literally what she was, or that's what they wanted to paint her as. You know, she literally used her body to get to where she needed to go. And some of us got people in the family like that. But you got that going on. And to see that, and then to come to Maxine and Kenny's anniversary party and act like everything is okay, only for them to come up in there and to tell you, okay, since Big Mama's still up in the hospital or whatever, and the medical bills ain't gonna pay themselves and the insurance ain't gonna pay it all together too, like, we gonna have to sell the house. No, you can pay for everything. And it was just the way that they said. So we thought that, you know, Terry and Miles can pay for everything, and then we'll just pay you back in installment. Mind you, she just gave Bird her money to open up her shop, and I'm just sitting here like, oh, you God, it was just so ridiculous. And it was just so, I'm not asking, I'm telling you, this is what we came up with. And it's like, do you have no respect for her? Do you even ask her if she even is capable of doing this? Like, y'all really just taking advantage, okay? And it just really pissed me off. That scene right there in general pissed me off because honestly, and for Kenny to have been up in there and seeing that she was in that crying, you can tell that something was off with her, and then y'all gonna drop that on her and try to put all of that responsibility on them. Like what? No, I just really wasn't here for that. And then um you try to make it seem like you trying to make it seem as if I don't know, I forgot what I was about to say. But yeah, just to drop that on her, like, it was just oh, bring the family in it. It's about the family. Well, fuck the family. The family in this house and the family in my house, because you know what? They fuck my husband. That's right. Okay? Like, girl, what? What? You don't know what a person that is so selfish. They were so fucking selfish. You didn't even ask what this girl had going on with her. Yes, we all dealing with mama's condition or whatever, but we also got lives on our own. And you ain't even ask me what's going on with me. You just come to me for money. Hell no, I'm not finna pay this. Okay? You're not finna get me to pay everything. No, we not finna do that. And let me tell you something. Miles and fucking Faith were bold as hell to be at that party. Okay? Was bold as hell. And let me tell you something. Miles, I don't think he ever cheated before because he looked so guilty afterwards and he couldn't even hide that he did something fucked up. Okay? Not saying that that's a good thing, but I'm just saying I don't think he had that plan that he was going to do that. But all it takes is for somebody to show him a person attention that their person is not giving, and I can see how they easily just go up in there and not give him an excuse because he was dead ass wrong. Okay? Her cousin? The one that she told you about that was a fuck up? Like, really, girl? Oh, shit. And then, I'm sorry. I said, bitch, get the fuck out. Fuck your sorries, all right? You got all of that, and then you get over here with Bird and Lim. Lim gets fired, and he goes over there to Kenny and tells him, and then Kenny say, don't tell Bird, okay, because you ain't got a job. It would have been better off in all of this. Everything that happened to Lim would not have happened for the most part in that sequence had Lim just went on ahead and told Bird that he had got fired when he got fired. She would have understood. And like she said, when she found out that he got fired, when she called him at home, when she pulled up with the hairdressers or whatever, and old boy was looking at it, I said, don't do that in front of my peeps, okay? I would have said, don't do that in front of my man. All right, don't gawk. Go away. Go away. Don't do that. Only I supposed to make those type of noise, okay? Hey, what are you doing? What are you doing? But no, he should have just went on ahead and told her, because when she found out, she just said, I literally, the shop is making a lot of money. It's doing well now or whatever, so I can pay the bills, whatever. But it's an ego thing. It's this, he probably feels emasculated because as a man, he's supposed to take care of the family. He's supposed to be able to provide and to get her anything that she wants or whatever. They're looking for a new house and all of this stuff because they want to get out of Big Mama's house. And it's just like sometimes you just got to understand that things ain't going to go the way that you want them to go, where you think they should go. Girl, the cheekbones. Progress. But you got that going on, right? And it's like you were in jail. You were a felon. You are a felon, so it's going to be harder. And she got married to you knowing that you had a prison record. So therefore, she would understand. Okay? She's not forcing you to get a job. She's not hounding you and berating you and breathing down your back about having this paid, having that paid, or whatever. So the fact that he felt like he could not come and tell her what was going on, that was very telling as well. But again, they're newlyweds, okay? And they're young. And at this point in time, honestly, given how they act, I don't even think Bird and Lim should have got married yet. They needed to cook a little bit more, okay? But, she took this upon herself to go and invite Sinuel, her ex, who had previously came to the shop, gave her a gift, flirting with her, basically saying, this is something, because I know your man can't afford nothing. See, bitch, don't come up here talking about my nigga like that, because at the end of the day, he's still my nigga, and you not, okay? And that whole thing, his name is written all across my kitty cat. Don't tell nobody that, because that was like an invitation to say, okay, you want to play games? I'm gonna play these games with you. That's basically what you told him without telling him, and you didn't realize that's what you was doing. And then you bring him back up in there to give you a favor to try to find a job for your man. You don't do that. Now let me tell you something. There was a lot of dumb stuff that was going on in this show. Like, anybody should know, you don't do that with an ex. I don't care if it's a woman or a man. Do not have your ex involved in your current relationship at all. Y'all don't even need to talk. If y'all ain't got kids with each other, there's no reason why y'all should be talking at this point. For real, okay? Especially early on in your relationship. Like, no, you literally just got married and you really thought that you was going to be able to hide this, given how your ex is. No. And it was so fucked up, too. Like, you flirted with him in front of everybody in your shop, too. Like, damn, Bird. Y'all, you could have had him meet somewhere else or whatever, you know. And then Ahmad see it. He just be popping up throughout the whole movie, just being all these grown folks' business. I'd be like, little boy, go to school, okay? Go upstairs and do your homework. Why are you all up in everybody's business, all right? That is the bone collector right there. He's the bone collector that collect the bones, and he don't spread nothing. He just keep it all in, like, yeah, I'm gonna use this information for later. That's what he look like all the time, okay? Because he just be popping up. But I'm just like, Bird, you don't do nothing like that. Why would you do that? And you know how your husband is. You know how your husband is. He's prideful. His ego is already shot down because he feel like he can't take care of you the way that he needs to or that he should be. And the fact that you are making more than him and you own his stuff, you can't tell me he didn't feel that way, because that's the reason why he reacted the way that he reacted. And then Samuel is a dick. He is an asshole. He still wants you. So therefore, he's going to do anything and everything to fuck shit up for you. And I was just surprised that she did not realize that was going to happen. You know, and that whole time I was thinking, like, when he said, what you do for this? Because he ain't the type of nigga that's going to let you do something for free or whatever. And she was like, all I did was say, I was agreed to go to dinner with him or whatever. And I'm sitting here like, girl, what? Because I literally thought that she had fucked him. And I said, so did you go to dinner yet? Because I'm pretty sure that he would have tried to turn that dinner into you fucking him, or he trying to fuck on you. I'm just saying, because that's what he was aiming for, right? He was trying to break them up. And so he gets him this job, and he don't know, Lim don't know it. He thinking that Kenny was the one that, you know, suggested and got him the job or whatever, put in a request, or what is it called? Recommendation for him to get there. But it was really Samuel. And I'm sitting here looking at this man working his ass off. Like, he working his ass off. He doing his job. He completing tasks before it's needed to be completed and everything. Getting upgraded to a different machine and everything. I said, do that, black man. Do that. Okay. You know, he out here working, putting the muscles to work or whatever. And then you gonna come through and you gonna fuck it up. And I said, what was the time frame? How long he was at that job? Because I said, the way that they had this made, it looked like it wasn't even, this was his first day on the job. His first day on the job, you gonna come down there and try to tell him, yeah, I'm the one that got you this job, because your wife, you know, cola. That's what I used to call her, because, you know, she had that body that was like a cola bottle. Bitch, I would have knocked your ass out too, okay? Because you was... People be like, you got to learn how to just control your feelings, control your anger, but you already know how it is. People will do any and everything to try to antagonize you and to get you out of character. And he knew what type of dude he was dealing with. And he knew it was easy to do that. And so, I got you this job. I'm finna fire your ass from this job because you attacked me. Even though I'm the reason why you attacked me. Because I was talking about your wife and all this stuff. And then you just play with his ego. You play on his pride and everything. The fact that he thought he got this job on his own. But it's the fact that my wife had to go to her ex to get me this job. You trying to make it seem like, oh, I ain't man enough to get my own shit. I mean, that ain't what it is. It's the government and the shit that don't want felons to come through, you know? So she was trying to help, and this where it comes to play. Like, sometimes you gotta give in when people say, I can help you. It is okay to say that you need help, and you can't do it on your own. Because at one point, Bird did tell him, I got a lot of people that come through the shop or whatever. I can ask them if they're hiring, if they whatever, and see if they can help you out. I don't need you to do that, Bird. You do. You do. Okay. And it's okay. And it doesn't make you less of a man. All right? And I need people to understand that. But the way that he came up in there in that shop, broke that window because he slammed that door that damn hard and acted a pure fucking fool in that room with her. He pushed her. He knocked her shit down. All that. I get being pissed off. But, bitch, you ain't had to come to the job like that. What you think was going to happen? And then Terry got her ass involved because, you know, Bird done told Terry that this bitch was up there. This nigga done came up there. Terry done got the shit twisted and thought that he done beat her ass, and that ain't even what happened. Saw went and got cousin Blimp. Baby, just about every black family got a cousin on there that'll take care of some business when they need to. That's the one that you called. Because trust and believe, I got a few of them. Baby, I got a Terry, my auntie. Okay, my auntie. She's Terry. Even though my auntie is the current auntie that I have, because one of my aunts passed away. My aunt, that's the middle child. No, she's not the middle child. She was the youngest, but then she's the youngest girl. Well, no, she's the second youngest girl because I forgot about the other one. She's the second youngest girl, but my mama is the oldest. So you would think that she would be the Terry of the situation. She's the Terry of the situation of like, you know, she take care, make sure everybody's okay. She ain't lending out no money like that. If she got it, she'll give it to you. But she the one that people come to when they need to talk, when they need advice and all that stuff or whatever. And, you know, just to make sure everything's good. My auntie, on the other hand, the other one, bitch, she the one with the money, okay? That's the person that you go to if you need a little cash, all right? You know, and she'll give it to you some of the time. She'll give it to you some of the time. Because, you know, her husband got a little thing going on. I said, ew. But I don't ask people for money like that. I really don't. I hate that. I don't like taking advantage of family like that. For what? For what? Because I don't like paying people back. And then you got a couple of cousins on the side that if you need them to pull that thing out, they will pull that thing out. And they don't care about going to jail. I got all of that up in my family, okay? So when we saw Cousin Blip, I said, bitch, yeah. He came up there and tried to fuck up Lim, and Lim pulled that gun out. Mind you, Lim is a felon. You ain't supposed to have a gun. And he on probation or whatever, bitch. No, you're not supposed to do that, right? So, of course, he get called. And then cops was already out there. He gets sent to jail. And at the same time, everybody know about Terry getting, you know, cheated on. The sisters wind up having a meeting with Terry at a restaurant, basically to tell her, because Terry had put the house on sale, because that's what she said. Let's put the big house up for sale, because at this point, Big Mama died. Ahmad was up there talking to her. You know, he thinking that the last thing that she was trying to say was to get the people together. Probably was, but you know, that's a lot of responsibility to put on a little child, but okay. And again, why do we have this house if Bird and Lim is about to leave and Big Mama's no longer there? But then we forgot about Uncle Pete. Uncle Pete should have been in somebody's home, okay? And I'm talking about a nursing home or some type of facility, because obviously he has some mental deterioration, and it feels like that he probably has a mental illness or whatever. I don't know. It was given that. And it just went untreated, you know, for the most part, because he stayed up in his room. And so Maxine came over to the house. That's when she found out that the house was up for sale. Saw Uncle Pete there, and he's talking about, you know, old stuff from when they was kids, thinking that Maxine is the mama. And that's not who she was, not his sister. But, you know, she's gone at this point. And so you got to worry about Uncle Pete. And then y'all get together and you basically put it on her and say that you went to Kenny's lawyer, got a cease and desist on the sale of the house. And that's just what it is. And it was the smug way And what you gonna do about it? So boo 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 boo. I went to Kenny's lawyer. We got the cease and desist, and that's what it is. You know that type of, because he was like, I understand that you're going through what you're going through with Miles, with him cheating on you and everything, but you taking it out on everybody in the world, and that's just not fair. It was no sounding of real like empathy going on and real like concern, and I want to be there for you and understanding. Okay, and at the end of the day, if you not offering or you not putting in on anything, and if you not finna spread the responsibilities, why are you getting upset with me because I want to sell this house? You literally trying to put me in a poorhouse because you want me to pay for fucking everything. And I don't hear anybody else talking about they're going to pay for anything else. But you just want to put it on me. And then when I do something to try to help alleviate the pressure by trying to sell this childhood home, I get it, it's our childhood home. But at the end of the day, we got bills to pay because mama was sick. The property taxes. And that was a nice house. That house today, oh, that's a lot of money. That's a lot of money, okay? And that's a good foundation of a house. Oh my God. Oh my God. Out here in Chicago? Yes. And I was just like, girl, it was just so the way that they did that, you know, and as if she's supposed to just sit there and take it. You feel Terry always walking away. Let her walk away. Well, she pissed off and y'all doing the most to her. Like, what? And then we found out Bird is pregnant, okay? And then later on, I guess Terry had a change of conscience and she did some things to get Lim out of jail and all of that. And I was just like, child, fuck all that. So Ahmad tried to get everybody together, right? Ahmad tries to get everybody together by, you know, basically using his lie, saying that Big Mama had left him some money because they said, you know, the daddy, he had owned multiple businesses and therefore he had a lot of money that was stashed, and they said that it was a myth or whatever, but Ahmad said that Big Mama left it to him, and he was basically going around and playing with everybody to get everybody to come to Sunday dinner, and saying that he'll split it with them. You know, oh, Miles, you can invest it, you can help me invest it, Faith, you can do this and all this stuff. Let me tell you something. The family was a little bit too forgiving and too trying to be family oriented for me and being on that Big Mama tip, because I said this ain't real. This ain't real, at least in my world. You cheated on me. You hurt my sister. You contributed to hurting my sister, bitch. You're not coming into this house. Miles would have never been able to step foot up in that house, let alone sit at the table and eat the food that I cook. Okay? Faith damn sure wouldn't have been able. As soon as Faith said, not cool of mine, and what it was turning around, oh, she should have just kept on walking. All right. Faith would have known not to show up. Miles would have known not to show up. Y'all would let the stuff come in, these people come in after all of this. Bitch, what? And then, of course, the Reverend, his greedy ass is up there. You know, I said, why is he here? All right. And you got Ahmad sitting at the head of the table, taking over as Big Mama, and praying and reading them in their prayer, too. He was like, basically, we need to come together and be a family again. You know, all of this shit, put all this bullshit to the side. I'm just paraphrasing. Okay? I said, y'all should feel so bad that the most mature person in this whole family is the child that ain't even 13 years old yet. Okay? And of course, dinner can't go past without the fact that they gonna get into it. Lim came home. You know, Lim and Bird, I guess because they've been gone for a minute, she forgave him. I'm so sorry. I messed up. I'm so sorry. Bitch, fuck that. I mean, I guess a little tad, I don't know, but y'all forgive that quick. You know, you ain't seen your boo in a minute, and you ain't, you know, he just had a little moment. He had a little, but then again, Bird is your fault. It's his fault too, but you started that shit, okay? Because you shouldn't have intervened the way that you did with your ex, all right? And you got your man and you got your sister involved. Girl, please. Anyway, so they sit at the table. Next thing you know, they going back and forth, and Kenny the one that keep on asking the questions. Now, see, at the first get-together, Kenny asked Lim what he go to jail for. Lim came down from New York to help his brother sell drugs, and he got caught. That's just what it was. And then they was like, Kenny was the one that asked again, so how did you get out? He was like, honestly, I don't know. Here comes Terry. Now, see, Terry, I be on your side 100%. But in this moment, I was like, bitch, shut the fuck up, okay? I really was, because I said, now, girl, you ain't had to open up your mouth and say a damn thing. I mean, it's your fault that he up in jail because you jumped the gun. Literally, you know, you thought that man put his hands on her, like, boxed her up. But that ain't even what happened. So you socked the dogs on him and everything. And you got him locked up, bitch. And you gonna say something, well, I put in the favor and got him locked out, got him released early. And it was like, girl, what? I mean, I felt bad. So thank you. It was like, well, you should feel bad. Well, now you could be home and take care of your pregnant wife. I said, bitch. See, Tara, we be on your side. And then you do some shit like this. Not only do you let us know that you got him out jail because she felt bad, but then you gonna spill the beans that she pregnant before she can even tell her husband that she pregnant. I said, what? And then that's why Bird said, you know what, see, what you need to do is worry about your own shit and worry about how come your husband's sleeping with her. That's what you need to do. You need to take care of your own man. I was like, that's what it is, Miles? I wasn't take care of you? No, you wasn't. We haven't been happy in a long time. I was like, you right. I said they was living a lie. They never should have been together. They never should have been together. That's just what it was. And even if they were together, he never should have caved to temptation like that. And there's no reason why nobody called out. I just don't understand how come they didn't call out Faith at that moment. Because in this instant, and I know that, you know, people would be like, well, he know that he was married. Faith knew that she was married. He was married too. Faith knew what she was doing. She was intentionally trying to hurt Terry. You can't tell me no different, bitch. You can't tell me no different. Okay. Yeah, you can't tell me no different. Like, child, she would have got cussed out at that table right then and there. And then they started going back and forth again. No, about the money. Because Miles said, you know, good luck with Big Mama's money. They was like, girl, what money? And it was like, listen, the money that she gave Ahmad and all this stuff. Maxine and Kenny said, Ahmad, bring your ass out here. Mind you, Big Mama, let me tell you something. One of the main reasons why I always check the stove is because of this movie. Because when Ahmad had put the towel on the stove at first in the beginning of the movie, and Big Mama was like, don't you ever put a towel on the stove like that. You got to be careful. You know what I'm saying? You can burn the house down. And then he fucked around and did it at the end of the movie. Yeah, that's why I always keep the towel off the stove. Okay, I make sure I double check that everything turned out just because of this movie, for real, for real. Because this fool didn't put the towel on the stove. Baby didn't put the towel on the stove because he was up there listening. He up there listening. He was eavesdropping on the whole thing. I said, look at it. That is baby Sheree. Okay, just all up in everybody's business, you know. Y'all be looking at Sheree on Traders. I don't understand how she is still there. Mama is laid up in the cut. She don't know what the hell is going on. She's just there to be there, okay, for a vacation in another country. Anyway, he come out there, they was like, what this money is. There is no money. It was like, Miles, how can you lie like that? It's y'all fault. Y'all the one that broke up the family. So I talked to Big Mama. Big Mama wanted me to get y'all together, so I ain't know how to do that. So I lied about the money just to get y'all here. Can't y'all see that? I just wanted us to be a family again. I was like, oh, that thing gets me every time. It gets me every time. When he comes up into the room after Big Mama had her stroke from the surgery and he started crying, they was trying to force him, they was trying to hold him back. That gets me teary-eyed. When Big Mama dies, get me teary-eyed. Because when that lady was singing, His Eyes Is on the Sparrow, I was like, oh my God. And I was just seeing everybody with the emotions. Bitch, Miles wouldn't have been at the funeral either. I don't give a fuck. Like, I'm that type of person. No. And then you standing right across from me while I'm crying and you crying, you feeling what? You feeling wet. You gonna do this to me while my mama in the hospital? My mama is on her deathbed and you gonna fucking cheat on me with my whole ass cousin. Bitch. Oh my God, I feel so bad for Tara. You know, and it was really what really got me at the funeral scene. It was Vivica Fox, Maxine, the way that she was crying. Because she was crying like it really happened to her. I was like, oh my God, it felt so real coming for her, for real, for real. And I was just like, but then it was that scene also when Ahmad just breaks down and he had to tell their asses, y'all fucking up the family. And then, you know, he catch the fucking stove catch on fire from the towel. They put it out. Uncle Pete come down with the TV and he drops it. And that's where the money come from. Bitch, everybody's cool. Miles was still coming around after all of this. Faith is integrated into the family after all of this. What? Girl, it would be me. Let's be realistic here, okay? Maybe a good 25% of y'all would have did this. 75% of us would have said, fuck that bitch and fuck that nigga. We ain't got no kids, so why are you still here? That's me. But anyway, this was a good movie. It was a whole full of trauma. Full of generational trauma, generational curses, predators, cheaters, whores, all of that. And we just need to just check ourselves for real. Another movie with another great soundtrack that was produced by Kenny Babyface Evans, okay? Whoa, girl, I care about you. I'm there for you. Y'all seen that video with Mariah Carey and Ariana Grande? They was doing the little promo for them doing the little remix of her song And Yes Together, right? And then you see Ariana come walking down, and then you hear Mariah Carey sing, and she's just like this. That's how I felt in that moment. Oh my God, the main song that came from there was Mama. Hold on. You know I love you, Mama. Mama, you're the queen of my heart. Loving you was like tears with love. Loving you like food too. So I just seen a clip from one of Boyz II Men's recent concerts, and Michael from Boyz II Men, his mother recently passed, and they was up there singing Mama, bitch, and he broke. Girl, I'm sitting there looking like this, just cause I don't know, like, girl, it is something about when black men just break down and cry. And he showed his emotions. And then Wanye had him just cradled all up in his bosom and everything. And I said, listen, he was breaking down like he couldn't even stand up straight. And I said, oh my God, why would y'all sing that song right here, right now? His mama just died. I shouldn't be up in here just crying because he crying like, oh my God. I hope he doing better. I really do. But you guys tell me how you felt about Soul Food. And again, I suggest if you can find the series, somebody with the DVDs. I got the box set. I'm under the lucky few. And watch it some way, somehow. Bitch, let's put out a petition for them to put it on the streaming service. I don't understand how come it ain't even on BET Plus. Well, never mind. Anyway, y'all tell me how y'all feel. And y'all have a good one. And I'll see y'all later. Peace.